Well, thank you, Kim, for the privilege of just getting a chance to introduce you to everyone here. I've known Kim since 1988, and saying I know Kim is different than saying I worked with Kim, although, of course, I did that as well. If I had a couple words to describe Kim, I would say that she is a royal servant. There's something quite royal about Kim. And more importantly, she's a true servant. So let me just give you a quick story. This is back in 1988 in the winter, and I was a newly minted manager there at General Mills. And a vice president comes into my office and declares, "I have just met the most amazing woman. Her name is Kim Jones." That's her maiden name. "And if we're lucky to get her, by the time she's done, we will all end up working for her." No truer words have ever been said. Regardless of whatever level Kim was at, she was always running the show, which is a direct result of her business acumen, her character, and her grace. Kim is also a servant leader. The ancient texts remind us to do nothing out of selfishness or out of empty conceit, but with humility of mind, regard one another as more important than yourselves. Do not merely look out for your own personal interests, but look out for the interests of others. So despite holding some of the most demanding jobs at General Mills and delivering incredible results, Kim made time to start a Regan initiative for teen girls of color. She co-created the first affinity group at General Mills for African Americans called the Black Champions Network. She took time to lead and be involved at her church at St. Peter Claver. And being African American, I can't help but say a word of congratulations to Kim's parents, Muriel and Al Jones. Perhaps in ways only an African American from the 60s can understand, I know the effort it took to shape and nurture us back then. Muriel and Al were actually crazy enough to believe that the civil rights era would in fact create unprecedented opportunity for our generation, if they just could equip us with the faith to press through, the hope to persevere, and a sense of God-given identity which gives peace in every circumstance. Congratulations, Kim, and your family for this absolutely wonderful honor.
My goodness. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Twin Cities Business Magazine. And congratulations to my fellow honorees. It's just, I feel like I'm walking in tall cotton tonight, for sure. The older I get, the more I understand that as much as I might like to think otherwise, none of us truly accomplishes anything alone. The actions we take, what we believe, and the very ways in which we move through the world are deeply shaped by those who walk alongside us on the journey. And I have had some amazing traveling companions who I'd like to thank tonight. Starting with my parents, as Mark said, they're incredible. They're here. They flew in from California. Dad's 90 years old. And I'd like to thank them for the values that they instilled within me and for the kind of support that they gave me throughout all the ups and downs that are a part of every successful business person's career. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Truth be told, my entire family is here. And my husband's leading the pack, Stafford Nelson, he's here, my girls, cousins, they're all here. And they're here standing by me as they have. They've shown up for me throughout my career and just provided that love and care that has made all the difference. Business is stressful. You have only to look at what's going on right now in the world with Russia and Ukraine and supply chain disruption and inflation and COVID, and it goes on. And to do what we need to do in the business world, we lean on people who we don't recognize enough. So thank you to my entire family for the support you've provided. In my work life, I've benefited from so many colleagues and mentors and sponsors. And these are people who've invested in my success throughout my career. And for sure, the most impactful, the most important of these has been Mark Belton, who you heard from earlier. And I really am appreciative of this opportunity to thank him publicly for teaching me what it looks like to be a servant leader, for teaching me how to run a business, how to inspire a team, for teaching me that I could move to these new higher levels, for trusting me, for believing in me, for giving me opportunities that, not everyone that looks like me gets. I really want to thank Mark for also giving me that occasional kick in the pants that I needed. Mark was the one who did that for me. Mark always modeled the highest level of ethical integrity, and I always aspired to follow in his footsteps in that regard. So thank you for your example, Mark. I want to close by giving a shout out to my colleagues at Women Corporate Directors and my colleagues from General Mills, many of whom are here tonight. And I want to thank the WCD gang for helping me transition into phase 2 of my career, which has been board service, and helping create a pathway for other women of color to move into board service. And they've just made it fun and rewarding to explore this whole new avenue, which I believe deeply is very, very important for our society. Again, it's been a special and unique honor I'll treasure for forever to be honored in this way tonight. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. Thank you.